Hi, I'm homosexual Bryan Safi,
And I'm feminasty Erin Gibson.
and this is Attitudes,
Gender issues,
LGBT plus issues.
pop culture.
Oh my God, can you even handle my British accent? Can you handle it?
It's so good. Have you been taking elocution classes? Sorry, electrocution classes?
I have. I electrocuted myself,
Yeah.
but only.
And that's why you're talking like that? You've got foreign accent syndrome?
Well, it was one of the children's show here. It was called Barely Electrocute Yourself.
Uh-huh. Oh,
So
just children putting their like pinkies into sockets and stuff.
yes, exactly.
Did they have any
yeah.
toddlers and toasters?
They didn't, but as Sergio mentioned, there is a literal piece of shit that walks around, literal piece of poop that walks around
at Edinburgh?
promoting a show where they play a piece of poop. Yeah.
And what is the show?
I think it's called like Poop. I don't know.
Okay.
It's called the Mermaid, the Otter, and the Big Pooh by Lindsay Cole.
You know, can I tell you something? And I don't mean to start this show off so gross. I hate the word poo. I think it's disgusting.
What do you prefer?
Anything. Poop,
Shit, caca?
shit, doo-doo, caca, whatever. But poo is
What about
so
duty?
gross. I don't mind that.
Okay.
It's
Is
really
this
just
this
that.
is a moist sitch? Okay,
guess
so this
so.
is the picture.
Of the poo.
Yeah. Sergio just put it in the chat.
It's kind of cute.
It doesn't look as gross as I thought it was gonna
No, it
look.
looks like a rock.
It just looks like a black meringue.
It does. It looks like a little meringue. It has one of those little frosted tips.
By the way, I have low iron, and which I know everyone's dying to get my labs
Are
back.
you taking a supplement?
I'm about to take a supplement, and my doctor today said, by the way, this will turn your shit black. Don't freak out.
Wow. Did it? And are you?
I haven't gotten it yet. It was just merely this morning. And, I have to order everything on Full Script. Shout out to Full Script.
Oh, are they doing you dirty or good?
No, they're just a supplement website that I use.
Well, congratulations, Erin. I hope your iron levels rise to
Thank
max
you.
capacity.
The occasion, they need to rise to the occasion. Thank
If
you
you're going to
so
be invited
much.
to my wedding, your iron levels better be on point. Okay.
I have a question for you, old person to old person, middle-aged
Mhm.
person to middle-aged person,
Can we just not do any of that?
late 30s to late 30s.
Sure.
Is there just a point when you hit life that your cholesterol is just elevated and you can't do anything about
I
it?
think there is. I think at a certain point no, you can do things about it. I think you can go on medication. I think you could change your diet, all those things. But yes,
but
I
what if
think
you didn't want to do those things?
Well, then, yeah, then there comes a point where you can't do anything about things that you don't want to do anything about. That is
Gotcha.
true. And that is
Okay.
age. That is age.
Okay. All right.
For sure.
Okay. Just making
Yeah.
sure. Because mine are allegedly stress, whatever,
I
connected.
got to tell you, Erin, what you have happening on top of your head right now
Isn't it beautiful?
is nothing short of fresh, flirty.
Isn't it beautiful? Hold
You
on.
look like Robert Plant,
Would
but
you
like
Let's see what
you
I
have
can-
that classic bangs all the way around the head look.
Okay, ready? I'm right next to my sunglasses
Head
drawer.
bangs herbal.
I'm right next to my sunglasses drawer. So you have to name the characters as I put the sunglasses on.
Okay. Honestly, Phil Spector.
Okay.
Like no lie, like spitting image. Oh, that's fun. I feel like a drunk British Julie Christie.
Oh, I love that.
hmm
Okay. These are glasses, so they
Fun.
don't hurt.
Oh, Mert Flurb. Name courtesy of my friend David Phillips.
Oh, I love Mert Flurb. Was
Yeah.
was it in a script?
Yes.
No, this isn't bad. This is kind
No,
of
that's not bad at
Brooklyn
all. No, you
hipster.
look. Bo Derek. Heather Locklear.
Okay, I have one
Sydney
more.
Sweeney.
I have one more. These are from London, England. They're from Harrods.
Yeah, perfect. The haircut's very London, England. Honestly, being Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston.
Oh yes.
That era.
Okay, I love it.
A little bit.
It's
Well
just my
done.
ponytail. It's just my ponytail that I've flipped.
Now, I don't know if I'm more impressed with the flipped ponytail or the multiple pairs of sunglasses you just sported.
Oh, I have so many. Wait, I have more. Did you?
How
I
many
know
glasses do you have?
asked to see more.
Ask and you
What about
shall
these ones?
receive.
These are blues.
Those are cute. They're all, every single pair has been.
Some of these are like, but like this and these are like your aunt who smokes Virginia Slims in the 70s.
I mean, I would say 7 out of the 8 have been that.
Like, should I have bought these? No, I don't think they're
They're
flattering.
very like actors of
also-
a certain age. Like Demi Moore, when the relationship with Bruce Willis was crumbling sunglasses.
I don't think these are flattering either. You know
Oh,
what
I think
mean?
they are.
You do?
They
Okay.
look, because those, I like the kind that look like they could go upside down or right side up.
How about my Elvis ones?
Sexy. Actually, legit.
Christmas.
Very
Anyway.
Trixie Mattel eyes.
I have many. Well, half of these are glasses. Like these are computer glasses. Okay.
Cute.
Suck my asshole, J.K. Rowling's. Okay.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Is there a difference
You don't-
between
you don't
J.K.
own-
Rowling and J.K. Rowling's? J.K. Rowling's is woke, right? But it's J.K. Rowling who's not?
Yeah. It's her.
Yeah.
It's her evil twin. But in her
But
world,
her
her evil
evil
twin is a good
Is the
person.
good one. Correct.
That's how you work that out.
Yep.
Bryan,
You
tell
know,
me
I
about your
stay right
shows.
by where
Oh.
she wrote Harry Potter.
Which is what? A castle?
She wrote it around the corner for me. It's called like the Elephant House or something.
What the fuck is that? They have elephants there?
No, it's
You
like a
sit on the
cafe.
elephants and write it on a typewriter?
Don't you remember she wrote it on napkins?
No, she did. That's a fucking lie.
Of
That has
course
to be a
it's
fucking lie.
But that's what she says. I don't believe it for a second. But they have butterbeer there or whatever the hell you call it. Guys, I have not been. Believe me.
Wait,
I just
but
walked
so
by it.
butterbeer is the thing that she didn't make up that they have there, or they reverse engineered it after her?
That.
Okay, well, I would distance myself ASAP if I was the elephant room bar.
Erin, I have not gone in there. Oh, you mean if I were the elephant room?
If
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was the elephant room,
A, she's a piece of shit. And B, I've
I would
never
say
read Harry
elephants
Potter.
deserve better
God.
than this affiliation.
By the way, categorically, in any scenario, elephants deserve better.
Everything about elephants needs to get fucking elevated and escalated. By the way, shout out to Jinx Monsoon, not only
Ugh, our dream.
on just killing it on Broadway right now
Yeah.
on Oh Mary, but
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen the interview, the epic takedown of JK.
Would J.K. Rowling make a good Roxy Hart in Chicago?
Who is this? Who is this Jake? Who is he? J.K. Rowling.
He's a she.
Oh dear, that is not a feminine name in the slightest. You know, I know that oftentimes female authors use initials so that people assume it's a male writer. So I have to presume that J.K. Rowling was unsatisfied with the way that the world saw her, and then she transitioned herself into a new personality so that the world would perceive her the way she wanted to be perceived.
by
Yes,
Jinx.
I have. And it's brilliant.
I love it. I watch it. I'll tell you what's in regular rotation on my phone. Jinx doing
yeah.
Judy Garland and Jinx taking down JK.
And I got to tell you, Jinx taking down JK is one of those moments where you want to memorize it because you want to be like, oh, okay, that's in my back pocket now. You know what I mean? Pete Buttigieg sometimes has a few of those too, where you're like, got to remember that he said that.
But also the fact that it was such a slow burn and every burn burned more than the last.
Singed to.
It was a candle with a
Volcanic.
fat wick at the bottom. Yeah.
It was. Ooh,
So
baby.
nice.
Ooh,
You
time
love a
to change
fat
my
wick, don't
grinder
you?
profile.
Fat wick.
I like a good candle with a fat wick at the
I
bottom.
wish you would start doing more puns on your grinder profile.
Me
Or
too.
that are candle related.
Something dicked this way comes. Ooh. Ooh.
Let me melt my beeswax all over your nips.
Absolutely.
I
Let
don't
me-
actually think we know enough candle terminology to make this work.
Let me pour hot wax inside you. And by pour, I mean, you know how people pour pour fluid in other people. Let me do it with hot wax.
But mine is just body grade cum.
You know, Erin, I'm in the UK. We don't talk like that here. We just
That's
don't.
not fucking true. You just showed me a picture of a pile of shit who walks around down.
Excuse me, it was a very cute poo.
Okay. Do you know what that poo does?
No. Eat bananas? I have no idea. Only because there's also a lady who walks around with a bucket of bananas here.
And gives them out?
And she's dressed as a banana. Yes, and she gives them away. But
and
my
what's
whole
her
thing
show?
is,
Bananas?
it must be so heavy. Yeah, I think she does like bananas. Never forget Jessica Walter as Lucille Bluth in Arrested Development, saying you wouldn't even give your own brother a banana. What could it cost? $10?
Why can't we write shows like that anymore? They're not allowed.
It's so true.
They're not allowed.
It's practically a reality. Bananas might be $10 now, to be honest. We're nearly there.
Bryan, when are you coming home? Are you coming home or are you going to stay there?
No, I'm definitely coming home. I'm honestly having a blast here. The shows have been going so well. People are so sweet, but it is so crowded. Also because Oasis has been here for the past 4 days. So the people, I got to tell you,
and people
Erin,
are they getting into fights? And are people going to Oasis getting into fights?
It's that kind of vibe. People are so wasted. Well before the concert even starts.
Well, that's Oasis. Yeah, that's
wasted. And then they come back wasted. Everyone, by the way, you know how it's like not that cool, at least in the States, to like wear the merch of the person you're about to see at that concert?
I'm going to guess it's the opposite there.
Oh, honey. Every third person is wearing an Oasis shirt and they're blasted. I see people getting walked out of bars every night.
Are you, what does that mean?
Over. Like, in other words, being kicked out of bars.
Walk. Oh.
Like, even pre-Oasis and then post-Oasis. I like the Edinburgh of yore, pre-Oasis, when none of this was happening to this extent.
And how long is Oasis there for the next month?
Maybe. But by the way, that I open my show every night that they're here with Welcome to Oasis 2025. My show's even more incestuous. That's what I say.
You don't have any desire to go see them?
Are you out of your mind?
Well, they're going to be dead soon.
Great. I'll tell you who I have on my list to see live.
Dave Matthews Band, Oasis. Hootie and the Blowfish.
Beyonce, Gaga. That's about it. Yeah. And I've even seen both of them, and I would never see them again unless there was a subway out of that place. So I won't see them in LA. I'll see them in.
You're talking about the fucking debacle that was the Dodger Stadium?
All of that. Yes. I will see them in a city where there's public transportation I can get out of the venue in.
Boston, New York. That's it.
It will, yes. Or
Chicago.
If I happen to be over here, I would see them here. But that's it.
But it sounds like you could very well go see Oasis with public transport.
Honey, I don't know what else to say to you. And you know when I say honey, because I never call you that I mean effing B. Business. There is no planet. I'll tell you.
You'd never shed a tear to Wonderwall.
I think Wonderwall's a beautiful song, for sure.
You wouldn't want to see it live with two drunken brothers who hate each other?
Well, I don't know. The other night, someone drunk came up to me and said, "Are you an Oasis or a Blur?"
Wait, is Blur opening for them?
No. But apparently there's two camps. I said I was a Blur. Because I was a Blur more than Oasis.
You're a woohoo.
I'm a woohoo. I'm a park life. And truly, if I'm honest with you, I'm a fucking Disco 2000. Who sang that song again? Those guys.
Jamiroquai?
No.
Pretty sure it was Jamiroquai.
I forget who sang it, but I'm that. That's
yeah. Oh yeah, that's so cool. I love when you identify with something that you don't actually remember.
The amount of times, by the way, do you know what song I've heard more in the past few weeks than I have ever in my life?
Wonderwall.
Erin, I'm going to reach through the screen and I'm going to call you honey to your face in that room. Okay. And then you're going to know I mean B. Business.
I knew what it meant. Okay, what song? That's not Wonderwall.
If I have to hear. You know, I actually did think that song was pretty. I actively hate that song now because of you. A direct link from my total reversal. No, don't cheers me.
Cheers to that. What song have you heard too many times to even live anymore?
Amazing Grace on the Bagpipes. I hear it at least 25 times a day. And I'm so fucking sick
Why?
of that
It's an
song.
American song.
I don't think it is.
Amazing Grace?
Was it written by an American? I'm shocked. I thought it was written by either a German or a Brit.
Amazing Grace. Who did it?
Who did it? That'll be my Fringe show next year.
English.
Yeah.
But it's just Christian.
Well, Christian isn't a nationality. I hate to tell you.
I think it is now.
English, John Newton.
Okay. Wait, so they play
By the
that?
way, I'm shocked because I think the Scottish famously hate the English, so I'm shocked they even
They
love
play
that
that
song
shit
here.
over there?
Well, Erin, it originates in England. I'm telling you nonstop. Every street
why.
corner there's someone playing the Bagpipes, and it's always Amazing
Is it
Grace.
because it's easy to play on the bagpipes?
Maybe, and also
it
it's
like
familiar to everyone. So
Chopsticks
people are-
for the bagpipes?
Exactly.
And people,
Can you
do
imagine if
you see
people
people
played
crying in the street?
chopsticks? People just like.
On
Can you
the
imagine if
bagpipe?
street performers just played with
Well-
chopsticks?
Oasis opens with chopsticks.
God, shut up. Shut up.
Bryan, what are you doing today? What are you doing at the end of this show? Like,
I have to put
what's your
stickers.
dateline?
Oh,
Wait, where do you have to put stickers?
on my flyers.
Do you put different dates and times on it?
No, when you get a review, you have to run to the copy shop as fast as you can to get them to print little stickers so you can put them on all your
You're
flyers.
like, I need Avery address labels.
You have absolutely no idea. And the intensity of it, because everyone's in line at the copy shop with
This
the
sounds like
same
high school.
reason. Oh, it completely is.
This is Kinko's
Literally
1996.
handing out flyers and making photocopies is a reality here. Copy shops are thriving in Edinburgh like nowhere else.
They must make their whole year during Edinburgh.
I think they do. I'm going to
I'm open
By
up
the
a
way,
paper
someone poked
tiger
the
there.
holes out of my eyes in one of my ads. I really felt like I had made it. Do you want to see?
Yeah.
I honestly was like,
Wait, why?
I don't
Just
know.
drunk Oasis people. Oh, well, that looks cool, actually.
I agree.
You look like an alien.
Yep. I was so flattered. I thought it gave me street cred.
It does. It totally does.
Anyway.
Tell me about The Secret, because
I'm
I think
happy.
it does this not cut close to home for me?
Well, it's set in Albuquerque, Erin.
I love it.
There's a lot of mullets, a lot of glitter eyeshadow,
I'm going to have a
turquoise.
lot to offer, I think, as far as color commentary on this one.
I think you will. There's plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. It's just unbelievable. Pat Benatar lookalikes.
You want to tell people that you're talking about Dateline?
Oh, yeah.
No, that's a secret. That's the secret, Sergio, is that we're
Those
talking about.
all describe, excuse me, Sergio, I wasn't done with my story. Those all describe Dateline episode 99, The Secret. Okay, excuse me.
Which is
Thank you.
out, which is our bonus episode this week that you can listen to on Patreon.
Patreon.com/attitudes. Also, we have a vault episode.
Yes.
Erin, you were back from smuggling drugs across Europe and being on castles.
This was back in the day when there was weed wax. Do you remember that? Like you could take a vape. A vape was legal, but the weed wax wasn't. And so
you could put it in like your Carmex or something.
That's what I would do. I would melt it. I would put it the lid in my Carmex. I would put a piece of wax over it. Then I would put it back on the Carmex. They didn't fucking know. What did they fucking know? They didn't fucking know.
Nothing.
And then you met the evil queen at Disneyland. Does she not come out that often? Is that?
No, but when she comes out, she's ferocious because she called me. I saw her and I was like, oh my God, hi. And she goes, guess I don't mind saying hello to a couple of queens like you. So she said to me.
I love it.
She was pretty great.
Did you feel gay bashed or accepted?
Both. It's my kink.
To have it both two in one
serves you at the same time.
Reminds you of your mother.
Exactly. It's like having a hot casserole served with ice cream. You know what I mean?
I don't know if anybody's going to be excited by this, but I have a tease for next week. So I'm going to start
my God.
recapping the Brady Bunch reboot from the 90s.
Well, called The Brady's, which
There's
was a
only
drama.
6 episodes.
Yeah.
So they made it a drama.
Unreal.
There's going to be many levels on which it is unreal, and I can't wait to take you down all of them.
I'm so excited. So that's all at patreon.com/attitudes. Plus on YouTube, you can get the first act of our video episodes every week for free. You can find that by searching Attitudes Pod on YouTube. And plus, I'm still in Edinburgh. I'm only halfway through. Can you believe?
Oh
or I'm
my
already halfway
God.
through. I don't know which it is.
Oh my God.
I have shows every single day. Today was my one day off, but now I have shows every single day.
Are they all
August
different?
25th.
They must all feel different.
They do, and the show's evolved a lot. Like from when you saw it, Erin, there's probably only like 30% of that show remaining. The rest is
Really?
pretty new. Yeah.
Wow.
So you can go to bryansafi.com.
But did you
for
take
those
my
tickets.
advice? Are you doing it pantsless?
I'm doing it pantsless and as a pantomime.
Well, they love
was the
panto
opposite
there.
of your original advice. They love panto. But please go to bryansafi.com. My show's in Bristow Square every day. Or you can go on Instagram to my link tree to get tickets.
Should we get into some shoes?
I've been selling out, Erin. Isn't that exciting?
This is very exciting, even with no eyeballs.
Even with no eyeballs. I mean, I've been selling out on the weekends. The weekdays, it's a little harder, but.
Okay, you don't need to do that.
All right, let's do it. Samantha Rydell of
Who's that?
Rydell High. Excuse
Oh,
me. She
okay.
rules the school.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
We're
she's
talking
one
about
of
Grease?
she's one of my favorite, right? Of course I'm talking Grease. She's one of my favorite columnists at them.us, which is one of my go-tos. And I don't know if you heard that the human jean skirt herself is back, Kim Davis.
Oh, yeah, I heard she's back. She's trying to take her shit to the
talking
Supreme
denim
Court.
skirt. Exactly.
Yeah.
So Samantha talked essentially about what Kim Davis has been doing, but also went in detail about all the ways the right wing is trying to end gay marriage this year. And it was pretty eye-opening and also pretty comprehensive, because what's interesting is these things I'm going to talk about, including Kim Davis alone, are not really going to move the needle themselves. Not one is a big deal. The reality is the case that Kim Davis wants to make to the Supreme Court will likely not reach the Supreme Court. That probably will not happen. But it doesn't
Says
matter.
who?
Well, I
get
think,
very
even on
nervous these days because I'm like,
no, I know, but it sounds
like,
like
who
even on a
rescued who?
technicality with the way the lower court responded to her, like it
I
would be
see.
very, I mean, it would really be, you're right, never say never, but it would actually be like really difficult for the Supreme Court to actually hear this. But you're right, never say never. But it doesn't even matter, because if we've learned anything about the Republican Party, and actually what they are genius at, it is playing the long game. It is planting seeds now and then watching the pubes come to grow.
they're one square of a parasite, and then by the end, their squares just filling up your intestines.
Exactly. The mushrooms are coming out of the mouth before you know it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Last of Us?
Right. So Kim Davis back in the news, in case
When
you
you
hadn't
say
heard.
Last of Us, though, doesn't that imply that there's more people? And if you're saying The Last of Us,
Mhm.
who are the us?
The humans that don't have mushrooms.
Oh, okay. I've never
So
seen
Kim, I have, as you know.
Yeah.
So Kim Davis has petitioned the Supreme Court to revisit the marriage decision, which of course is Obergefell versus Hodges. That's the 2015 ruling that made same-sex marriage legal federally and nationwide. And this is just one tiny piece of the pie of how, or really, I guess you could say, cog in the wheel of what the Republican Party is looking to do to kill marriage equality.
Yes. Turn back
In case you don't
time,
remember,
share style.
Kim Davis is the one who refused to issue marriage licenses in Kentucky to same-sex couples even after Obergefell, and was then arrested and spent 6 weeks in jail for breaking the law, period. But ever since then, really ever since marriage, people have been trying to roll back marriage equality, but honestly pretty unsuccessfully, because it became pretty sweeping. In the majority of the country, I think it's 65 to 70% are cool with it. Except the only decline is within the Republican Party. So support for gay marriage in the Republican Party has actually cooled off quite a bit in sort of a surprising thing, because the number of gay couples certainly hasn't gone down. So you still know the same amount of gay people as you did when you were cool with it. It's just that the attitude.
So
is
you're
shifted.
just now worried about your fucking membership card to the Republican Party if you don't fucking step to what the worst people on the planet think.
Right. Yeah. And I think that what the Republican Party and the right wing has tried to do, and the reason that they have so just with total abandon attacked trans people in this country and have hundreds of pieces of legislation that have gone through or are actively trying to be pushed through is because they want to start there and then pivot to queer people in general. It's easier probably for them to start with trans people simply because they are a smaller number. People know fewer of them. And then to roll back from there. It's all disgusting.
Yeah. It could also be because they don't want to release the Epstein files.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's just total distraction.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep everybody busy. Keep everybody busy fighting them.
Did you
so
see
that
that
they
Trump
can
shared some
robber
video of
baron.
Obama getting arrested, which is a lie?
It's just AI.
Yeah. So,
He's a cool dude and he's not losing his mind whatsoever.
who?
Trump.
Oh, that guy? Yeah. No, he's really just with us. So one of the things going along, again, with this, another cog in the wheel of this rolling back marriage equality is something called the covenant marriage revival. Covenant marriage, which I'll get into in a second. Actually, I'll tell you now. It is a marriage license that is religiously framed by lawmakers that makes divorce even harder to get. Right now, covenant marriage exists in only 3 states.
Why
Arizona,
are you so
Arkansas.
worried about the birth rate when and then you're going to do shit like that? You think anybody's going to, you think any woman is going to, I mean, there's probably some women who are being brainwashed who's going to be like, oh, it's going to be impossible for me to get out of this. Bye. Not doing it.
Exactly. But it exists in 3 states, Arizona, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Republican lawmakers in 4 other states, Missouri, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas, have introduced bills to expand covenant marriage. Now, all of these bills essentially have the same language, and it includes a pledge for couples to, quote, take all reasonable efforts to preserve our marriage. So covenant marriage, and especially that lawmakers want to get this on the books in more states, even though it's already on the books in 3, is essentially a play to define marriage as not only between a man and a woman, but as a religious right, but do it through the state laws. Which means that it could make it harder, not just for people in a covenant marriage to get divorced, but anyone to get divorced, not just those who opt into covenant marriage.
Well, then no one's going to do it.
I think that many are, though, and in these states. And as you said, Erin, this really is designed not only to be exclusive of same-sex marriages, but also to trap people in terrible ones. And what this does on paper by trapping people and doing all this is it slows down the divorce rate, even though probably just as many people would love to get divorced. But it slows down to the divorce rate so the numbers look good for them. But it's another thing that the right is going for to try and like roll back same-sex marriage. Not to mention, there are lawmakers actively in Michigan, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota that have introduced these copy-paste resolutions that are urging the Supreme Court to overturn Obergefell. 2 of those actually passed. Idaho and North Dakota passed in their House chambers, but they were stalled in the Senate. And these resolutions, again, they're non-binding. They have no legal weight, but they just show that these extremist groups, like a place called Mass Resistance, which is an anti-LGBTQ plus organization. They're the ones who drafted this, these copy-paste resolutions, that they're being taken seriously. I mean, the legislature is debating these things. And it also, this was a good quote, I thought. There's a law professor called Kimberly Mutcherson of Rutgers who said, there's no heft to the resolutions, but it is a way of signaling. And signaling is a big thing with the right wing. Ugh, honey. Because
they basically get you, is that right? They get you like used to this small thing and then they just snowball it?
Correct. Yeah. And it signals to other states like, hey, it could build steam in your state. You should try it. Right. I talked a while ago about how the Southern Baptist Church, and especially, remember at the convention, I talked about how they sort of wrote out any same-sex marriage protection or guidance. And again, that's not legally binding, but it is the country's largest Protestant denomination. They used their gathering in June to double down on their opposition to marriage equality and backed a resolution urging Congress to pass laws, quote, reflecting God's design for marriage and to overturn Obergefell. And while, that Southern Baptist Convention can't actually make that happen, their influence is very real. In fact, 75 members of Congress are Baptist, 31 are specifically Southern Baptist. Most of them are Republicans. And then, of course, we come back to Kim Davis's bullshit, which is her asking the Supreme Court to take up her case and get rid of Obergefell. And her legal team is relying heavily on some kind of precedent, is specifically the Dobbs versus Jackson decision, which is the, overturned Roe v. Wade. And if you remember, Clarence Thomas did his own signaling saying, why doesn't this same precedent be used for cases like Obergefell and the marriage decision? He said that after Dobbs v. Jackson. So who knows if the court will take up the case? However, the court, as Samantha Rydell keeps pointing out, is relying more and more on what they call the shadow docket, which essentially is a nickname for the decisions the Supreme Court makes that are outside of the court's typical process, where it's like a full opinion and a hearing and all of this. A shadow docket is a decision made by the Supreme Court, usually without any oral arguments, and usually with only a paragraph describing their decision, one paragraph. And it doesn't even typically
Why are they
disclose,
allowed to do that?
They're allowed to do it. And it doesn't even typically disclose how each justice voted. So someone who doesn't want to outwardly be an asshole could be in this case. So the normal way is the court hears the case and they get briefs. They have arguments, oral arguments, the whole thing. And it's a very, not necessarily long process, but like it is a weighty process for sure. But in the shadow docket, it's usually just a few days or weeks, no oral arguments. And typically it can be used to like stop a lower court's ruling, even temporarily, or allow something to take effect while it's in the longer process. But they're using it more and more, even in cases like in 2021 in Texas's SB 8 abortion ban. Texas back then passed a law banning abortions after 6 weeks. And remember, allowing private citizens to sue anyone who aided or abetted an abortion. Mm-hmm. Well, there was a shadow docket action on that one in 2021 saying that the Supreme Court just let the law go into effect in a one paragraph order with no oral arguments or issuing a full opinion. And the court has been using shadow docketing more and more and more and more. And so the actual concern with Kim Davis's petition, even though people don't think it'll reach the Supreme Court, in all likelihood, what the Supreme Court could do is issue a shadow docket, which is just barely any explanation and just a tiny something that could chip away at marriage equality without the full-blown Supreme Court treatment. So that's why people talk about them. And I had never actually heard that term, but I guess in legalese, it's being more and more discussed because the court, some people think, is abusing that. So
well, it sounds like it.
10 alarm fire right now with this Kim Davis stuff, but it is like this is all part of a long, winding road. And we just have to be aware of it. Get a little bit closer.
And what color bricks?
Fine. Good question. Are they yellow or red? They never said where the red brick road
Yellow.
went.
Oh,
Are you singing Coldplay?
Until this very moment.
Yeah.
It always.
Yeah. Do you know what I heard about that song, Yellow?
Coldplay is my Oasis.
Sick.
That it's about urine? What?
No. Apparently, they put yellow in as a placeholder for whatever they were going to change the chorus to later, but then couldn't think of another word. So they just called it yellow. Like it was like if you're writing a script and you put in like blah, blah, blah to fill in later. They just kept the blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Oh. Is that lazy or was it genius?
Good question.
And it
I don't
was
have the answer.
all depressing. See, that doesn't work.
Yeah, see, yellow might be the right word.
Yeah. $9.7 million. What would you do with it?
What would I do with it? Ooh,
Yeah. What would you do with $9.7 million?
Ooh,
300,000.
I would probably gamble
of 10.
I would probably gamble 9.6 million of it, and the last 100,000 I would go to H&M and spend it all.
Honestly, Bryan, it's better than what the U.S. government's doing with it. It's smarter than what they're doing with it. They're basically burning it. Because what's and this is happening in Belgium. Do you know about this with the contraceptives?
No, I just believe it. I believe it already.
Okay. I believe, yeah. Do you believe the U.S. government is capable of burning $9.7 million? I can feel something inside me say, I really can't believe we're here today.
Mm-hmm. I think they just burned it in the time you've been talking.
Okay. So please, with the amount of money that JD Vance wastes trying to raise water so he can whitewater raft, that's some villain shit. That's Lex Luthor. Wild.
Very sexy.
Okay, so U.S. aid shut down, and there was $9.7 million in birth control sitting in a warehouse in Belgium. And the administration is like, well, you know what we should do? We should burn it. $9.7 million in birth control that is still usable. And they're like, we're going to burn it. So these are pills, IUDs, and hormonal implants that were bound for clinics in the poorest countries in Africa. So it's not just sexism, it's racism. Just in a nice little fucking Twinkie. Can they sell them to other countries? They sure could. The contractor managing the supply contacted the UN Population Fund, which is the UN Sexual and Reproductive Health Agency, in April, at which point they offered to buy the contraceptives, but the US missed a deadline to discuss the terms. Then they missed another deadline to discuss the terms on April 30th. And then on May 8th, the contractor reached out back to the UN to see if they're still interested, and they said yes. And then they heard nothing. They heard nothing.
And the plan is literally to burn
UN.
it?
Yes. Yes. Okay. So the UN tried to buy it. Then a nonprofit called MSI Reproductive Choices offered to just step into the warehouse, make some spare keys, mop up after closing, and redistribute the contraceptives for $0. That was also denied. The US was already out the fucking money. They could have just walked away. But the Trump administration, and I'm going to start saying Trump administration because I don't want to say the US government, because I don't believe this government represents the interest of this people. So the Trump administration decided to take a page out of Fahrenheit 451 and burn them at a cost. Bryan, to burn these pills, these IUDs and everything, cost $160,000 in transport and burning fees. And no one's answering any questions about why they're fucking doing it. They said some vague bullshit about preventing the aid of abortions or access to abortions, but birth control doesn't work like that. Birth control, for people who don't know, is a Vulcan neck pinch on the sperm before there's a pregnancy. It's a, oh no, you didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's bullshit. That's bullshit. The Belgian Foreign Office is in talks with its dipshit American counterparts to see if there's an alternative. They don't know if they burned it yet. They know they have plans to burn it. It could have already been burned. Nobody knows. Outside of it being wrong and wasteful, it's probably not too fucking hot for the ozone layer to burn a bunch of chemicals and plastics. I don't know.
You think
Maybe,
they care?
Maybe I'm
Nobody
wrong.
cares.
Maybe burning orthotricycline. They don't care. They don't care. I will say that the left in France has the right energy behind this. They want the French government to seize the stockpile. More of that, please. More of that energy. Although the French government said we don't have the authority to do that. And it's like, no one asked for the authority. They're saying this is wrong. And so that's happening over in Belgium. And then I would really be remiss if I didn't spread the word of this Margaret Atwood plot twist. But Pete Hegseth posted a video this week. I'm sure you saw it. Did you see it?
Of the guy at the CNN interview?
Of his pastor saying women should not vote.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that it's his pastor saying women should not vote. Doug Wilson, Pastor Doug Wilson.
Why did CNN even talk to this person, to be honest with you?
All the fixings.
Why give him the airtime?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I vacillate wildly between being like, we should know about these people, and
I know
they don't need a platform.
By the way, can you give your description of Doug
know.
Wilson again? Because I trampled on it.
Oh, hot on the scene, looking like twice baked potato without all the fixins.
I knew I would love it. I just didn't hear it. That's
a
fabulous.
Real low pile, a beige low pile carpet of a scummy dude.
Oh, sick.
I would not fuck this guy. I would not fuck this guy. I don't know who would fuck this guy. That probably is the problem. He looks like he's got milk teeth. He's got
that yellow beard.
Yes. He's got fucking pure hard water buildup on every hair on his body.
Completely.
Full alcoholic Jim Blossom nose.
Yeah, Miracle on 4th Street energy, but with mean eyes.
Miracle Whip on 34th Street.
It's true. It's true.
So he basically said that he would like to see household votes, not individual votes, which means that the man in the family would vote for the entire family. He said he would discuss with his household how they would like to vote. And then they would be a discussion. But we all know these guys, they're going to ignore everyone else's opinions and do whatever the fuck he wants. Mm-hmm. By the way, these guys aren't married to people who would challenge them anyway. So, I mean, the other crazy thing is, like, if you're an evangelical and you're trying to take away women's votes, aren't you then also diluting your own evangelical vote by cutting it in half? The math doesn't math to me.
It doesn't make sense to me either.
Truly, it doesn't make any sense. But here's the thing. I don't want to leave everyone on this gangplank of sadness. I don't want everyone feeling like you're on the pirate ship and there's sharks circling below. I do want to say that there is a hero among us in Texas, and his name is Charles Butt, who you might know as do you know who he is?
HEB?
Yes, baby. Yes, baby.
To the rescue again. They always are.
Mr. HEB has essentially given a shit ton of money to the Democrats after
HEB, by the way, is like the Wegmans of Texas. It's like the best grocery store in Texas.
I will only shop at HEB when I go to Texas. I will only shop at HEB or Grand Central Market, which is also owned by HEB.
Yes.
He's giving millions to Democrats that Abbott wants to unseat. He is funneling money to them. Okay. Good. So, and I want to say this, and I said this to my husband, and I'm going to say it to y'all. Texas is not red. Texas is voter suppressed. There are more registered Democrats in Texas than there are Republicans. It truly is. It's a purple state leaning Democrat. These motherfuckers have suppressed the vote. And
They
if you
cheat
think they
and
won't
lie.
replicate
Right.
these efforts in other states, they will do it.
That's
I
right.
know so many fucking amazing Texans.
Me.
I know so many incredible people. If you, then the list stops. But so many.
Thank you.
I mean, every single person I love in Texas is a fucking rabble-rousing socialist liberal.
Oh, same. Yeah.
So I don't. So this idea that there's people in the South who don't care is just not true. They are beaten down and silenced, and those tactics are on a national stage right now. If you want to look at how to fight this stuff,
I
you
wish
better
I
be
were.
looking at what the Texans are doing, because
I guess I'm on an international stage.
wish you were what?
Huh? On
But I don't
a
understand
national stage.
What you wish you were what?
On a national stage.
Oh, I see.
You're operating on a delay is what really the issue is. So our comic timing is probably at its worst.
Don't worry, we're going to fix it in post.
Welcome to the Smile Chateau, live from Yonkers, presented by the Slipper Club TM.
Is that our new shirt?
Should be. You know I love with a shirt with a ton of words on it. Sergio, tell us about your rec of the week.
So I binge watched the entire new season of the new King of the Hill revival on Hulu. Did you guys ever watch the original series?
Of course. I haven't seen every episode,
Yes.
but yes, I used to watch it.
My nephew's also watching it. He loves it. Do you love it?
I enjoyed it. It wasn't like laugh out loud. Like, it's more like heartwarming, I would say, in the storylines.
That's nice.
Hank and Peggy are in their new retired era after moving back from Saudi Arabia, where Hank went to work for, I'm assuming, for like a decade. It's just funny seeing them in like 2025 scenarios, buying Girl Scout cookies and being explained why they don't call them Samoas anymore.
Oh, that's fun.
Hank starts working as a TaskRabbit because he doesn't want to be at home watching bad TV with Peggy all day. Bobby's learning about open relationships. He dates a vegan, brings her over for dinner.
Are they all older? Everyone's older, right?
Yeah. My favorite episode was episode 6, where Bill starts working at a black barber shop and he lies to his coworkers that he's married to Peggy. And then when Hank confronts him about it to tell them the truth, he lies and says that Peggy died, so they have a funeral for her. And then my only complaint was that Luann's absence was not explained.
Poor thing.
So she's just not mentioned at all.
Yeah.
And I would be remiss.
That was the Brittany Murphy character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the sad news about Jonathan Joss, who played John Redcorn, who was killed by his homophobic neighbor in Texas.
Tragic.
And as of now, they're not pursuing hate crime charges, which is very
I hope
upsetting.
that changes.
But they did a nice tribute to him in one of the episodes.
That's
Oh,
nice.
that's nice.
But definitely watch.
So you recommend as a comfy, cozy,
it's a good time. It's, snack-sized episodes are like 20-something minutes.
Perfect.
We've got a lot of Patreon comments. Jen Couchman says, I'm an American who lived in the UK for 5 years, and I still could not tell you what salad cream is used for. By the way, Erin, someone
I
brought
don't think they
salad
know.
cream to my show.
Because you mentioned it?
Yes, on this show.
Or coincidental?
Could have just been a random coincidence. Sarah Buchelman says, going to get very ID/UT and say mayo chup is properly known as fry sauce, and it has been around for decades. Huh.
But where? What country? What country?
I'm guessing in the UK, because we don't say words
Okay.
like sauce. We say, dip or ketchup.
I think the IDUT is Idaho, Utah.
Oh.
Very different country.
That it might as well be. Jesse Walker says, Cake Pussy, Happy Birthday, Bryan. Could be a legitimate manga title. Thank you.
I don't even
know.
remember that.
They have no recollection. Eliza says, but the best part of Erin's Boston Children's Hospital stories, they are a huge hospital network that reached way further than just Boston. They'll help save a lot of kids over the East Coast. Proud of my dad, a pediatrician in New York who's under the BCH umbrella and who, as a boomer, did the hard work and learned about trans care on the job in real time over his long career. His loud-ass daughter would keep doing theater while trans artists may have helped a bit too. Fabulous.
Oh, I love that.
Joey says, yes.
Oh, you go.
Go. No, you.
Joey says, Erin, I worked with an older woman who was in an adult tap group.
My God, how are the adult tap lessons going?
I have to tell you, it's a whole thing. I'll tell you after this. She drove a cherry red Mercedes and the vanity plate got to tap.
Hell yes.
And her best friend had loved to tap. She remarried and her new husband made her ditch the plate because it generated a lot of attention. Oh, because like tap that ass?
I guess.
What a
did
dud.
Did they think you were pegging him?
It says ideas for your Subi, but here's the thing. My dream car has been a 1986 I never remember the thing. 560 SL? Yes. Mercedes convertible. I've always wanted to look like a plastic surgeon in 1980 when I drive around town. And last year, my husband found one for really cheap, and that's what I drive. So if you don't think I'm going to get a personalized license plate that says got to tap and put it on my 1986 Mercedes, you are absolutely fucking wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Here's the problem. Okay, so thank you so much. Wait, Sergio, I got to figure out who sent someone sent me you sent it to me, but someone sent me tap shoes recommendations. Hold on, let me see their name. Knits McTuff. That's not a real name. But anyway, thank you so much for sending me the recommendations for tap shoes, because I have to, and everyone keeps telling me I have to try them on. I have to try them on because they're sized strangely. So I'm going to New York City for 3 days.
Oh, that's right. On your girls' trip.
I'm seeing 2 shows. I'm going to an Italian restaurant, and I'm going to go to a dance store on Broadway.
Fuck yes. That's where you get them.
Because unfortunately, the dance place in New Mexico, there's one in New Mexico, it closed. And I don't want to do it in LA because I don't want to do it in LA. I want to get tap shoots
I don't blame you.
City.
It's the full experience.
New York City, okay? So I'm very excited. I will keep you guys posted. I might have to get men's.
Who cares?
We'll see. We'll see.
Perfect. All right. Well, everyone, thank you to you, Erin.
Thank you to you, Bryan. And
thank you to you, Sergio.
Thank you to you, Sergio. And guys, go on Patreon, patreon.com/attitudes. There's so much more. There's so much more for you there.
There's a show here happening. I just walked by the sign today called Delusional: I Killed a Man.
I don't understand it.
Me neither. But I might go see it.
I would go. You should go see it.
Okay.